A lot of people ask me what is involved in our one-day off-road tour in Hanoi. So here's a video to show just that. We pick up the gear and WR155s from Ticket Motorbikes at 9 AM and set off to Sok Son. We ride through some rice paddies and past a nice lake. Normally you get a better view than that, but today's a bit foggy. Driver's okay?
That's a pleasant drive.
It gets nicer the further out you get, right?
A lot less traffic.
We stop at this cafe to set air pressure and go to the toilets before hitting the trails. After, we will come back to this cafe, Gizzy Lake House, for lunch. So here we just have like a quite easy muddy road.
Okay.
Nothing difficult. And yeah, we'll stop in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
And like a little bit before it starts to get more difficult. And I'll talk you through a bit more techniques before we get to the hard stuff.
Cool.
This trail is nice and easy and perfect to warm customers up on. And we get to ride by a nice lake. After about 15 minutes of trail riding, we stopped to talk about some riding technique. We talked a lot about the attack position, which is balls of our feet, bum back, like this. But what happens when we accelerate from here is we end up falling back down. And if we're going up a hill climb, this is accentuated, right? We fall back even more because of gravity. When we're accelerating, and especially up a hill, what we want to do is we want to drive that head and that chest forwards in front of the handlebars, and it's all about timing. So if we do it too late, then we feel like we're doing a pull-up with our arms. But if we drive our head forwards as we're rolling on that throttle, then we don't have that extra tiredness of being dragged off the back of the bike. So we're back in the neutral position, and then we drive head forwards. My heels come up. Make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Sweet. So we've got about 5-10 more minutes of this kind of stuff,
Okay.
and then it starts to get a bit trickier. So I'll stop when it gets tricky and I'll let you know. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit trickier.
Okay.
After we come out of this turn, it starts to go uphill, not steep.
Okay.
But on the left, there's like a bit of a rut and a gully. So we want to kind of keep to the right.
Okay.
And then at a certain point, we'll have to cross over that gully. It's just a small little kind of hole you have to go through.
Okay.
It's nothing too hard. Just keep the speed up for the hole.
Got it.
A lot of my customers find this challenging because they're trying so hard not to fall in the rut. They stare at it and they ride exactly where they're looking. Luckily, Carl survived it. And now I give my customers a few tips before we hit the rocky climbs. So here we go right.
Right.
Turn right here. How was that?
Squirrely.
Scary? So yeah, there's nothing crazy steep or anything.
Okay.
But you'll go around, then after quite a sharp left turn, there's like, it's quite rocky. Basically, all you want to bear in mind is you don't want to accelerate over those rocks. You want to try and carry a bit of speed before them so you're not wheel spinning through them.
Got it. Okay.
How was that? Good?
Made it.
A little bit scary?
A little, but again, it's momentum and looking far enough ahead so you know where it's going, so you carry that momentum through.
Yeah.
That's so important.
For sure.
I mean, I think I've got the fundamental skills. It's just making sure.
Remembering to use them when you
use them,
get nervous, right? There is a few places where there's kind of like a drop on the right.
Oh boy.
But it's not tight. You can kind of keep to the left. But at least if you're behind me, then you can kind of know the line to take. And then as we get a bit further, it gets a bit more difficult. So I'll stop and tell you when it's getting a bit more tricky.
Okay.
All right. So this is also another climb that used to be easier, but now it's got ruttier and deep ruts, so it's a bit tricky. How do you feel about a bit of hiking?
Hiking?
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll hike to the top of there.
Okay.
And then we get like a little bit of a viewpoint.
Yeah.
These rutty and bigger climbs are optional. For those who have experience riding off-road, you can try them. I've only had 3 customers make it up the big one in about 2 years. So if you think you can be the 4th, why not book a tour and find out? I don't know if this hill hiking is much of a promotion because we're both tired and our legs are hurting. That's the punishment if we don't want to ride up.
Yeah.
We have to walk up.
Yeah.
After staying in Hanoi for a few days, or 3 years if you're me, escaping the craziness of the city and seeing mountains and animals can be extremely relaxing. And here I am riding up the bigger hill climb, and if you want to try it, then give us a message. Your turn?
No, thank you.
We make our way back to the cafe. We go through some winding trails, we see some animals, goats this time. And then we go by the second lake. Now we choose some lunch and drinks. This is included in the tour. I normally go for rice and meatballs and a ginger tea. So this trail should be pretty easy for quite a while. Quite a wide, like, kind of fire road, pretty flat. This guy is why the trail's clear. Thanks, Mr. Digger Man.
Thanks.
So normally we're so tired with the customers, by the time we get to here we escape down this way.
Right.
Because this way goes back to the road. But yeah, normally there's a lot of trees that you have to go over.
Okay, they cleared them out.
Yeah, so we had a nice flowy trail.
Cool. That was fun.
You got the VIP trail.
Yeah, that was nice.
Once again, we get to some climbs that are too difficult for our average customer. So normally we turn around here, but if anyone wants to try it or even go a bit further, then they're welcome to. These trails have just been cleaned, as after the typhoons in October, the trails were pretty destroyed and full of trees and landslides. So there's no better time to book a one-day tour if you're a beginner than now. This is the final trail before heading home. It's fast and flowy and nothing too difficult, and you're really amongst the trees. That's the end of the off-road. Enjoy the day?
I'm happy, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have fun?
That was absolutely a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Enough drama, enough scary stuff for me,
Yeah.
and enough where I can do comfortably.
Alright, it's like 5 minutes now by road and we'll go for a drink.
Sounds good.
After a drink and pumping up the tyres, we headed back to Tigit to get back there for 5 PM.